Vaush has his own lollipop guild.
See a witch?
Banana Bear Show.
It's time to talk about Vaush.
Vaush?
Vaush.
Vaush. Sounds like a model.
It's kind of the trifecta. We talked about Destiny and we talked about Hassan. Now let's talk about Vaush. Vaush came out of Destiny's community. They were once friends, and then Vaush is a complete and utter piece of trash. So obviously he went on, made a name for himself. He got big at one point, and now he is not big at all. And now he's in the news for a very specific reason. So in the past, he has had really bad takes. He does research. He does research. However, his takes are notoriously bad. And oh man, he really screwed up on a live stream. He opened a folder and he displayed some despicable images.
Cheese pizza?
I mean, might as well have been with pineapple on it.
Oh.
Pineapple is not a pizza topping.
Yeah,
I said it.
Okay, by cheese pizza, I wasn't talking about real pizza.
I know.
I want the audience to know that, though, because you're talking about pineapple. I'm like, dude, whoa. Because that's another thing that means something else.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna kind of go over this video that Willie Mac did because he lays it out so perfectly. He has everything lined up in a row. Go check out Willie Mac's video. We're just gonna be like skimming through it and hitting the big points. But yeah, Vaush is a despicable piece of trash. So let's get started.
Left-leaning political streamer. He views himself as an intellectual mastermind.
My moral principles are rock solid. I feel
Rock solid moral principles. Rock solid.
like I've outpaced him intellectually.
He sexually harassed a girl and then said she doesn't even deserve basic human rights.
Poppy is not worth apologizing to. She is barely worth the
So real quick on that, he was in Destiny's Discord, and Poppy is somebody else that's in there. He
Hold
disagreed.
on. Are we talking about Poppy like the...
No. Different person.
Okay.
He disagreed with what she had to say and just completely dismissed her. And it was bad. It was
intrinsic human rights to which all human beings are endowed, okay? She is a disgusting human being. And that doesn't mean what I did wasn't wrong. It does mean I will never apologize to her.
Or outright rewriting history so he could accuse his critics of the most horrible things.
When he was doing his, like, apologia arc and, like, laughing and saying that, like, a woman who was a retarded child.
He thinks he's so smart that he actively tries to justify for CP, just for fun.
It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes on the child as well.
Yes. You heard that correctly. This was a take from a while ago. I mean, not too long ago, but not after what happened. But he seriously had this take. It's bad.
Right, who buy child porn, would you say they should not be held responsible for doing that?
Yes. I would not say that it is unethical for a person to purchase child pornography.
Making fun of Asmund for watching the pedo show Dragon Maid.
A Dragon Maid, king of pedophile animes. I'm not watching this shit.
While accidentally leaking his lolly folder.
This is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
So that right there is what happened on stream. So you see all those pictures that are blurred out?
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are of horses. And
What?
Yep. Hold on. Most of most of them are of Lolly, which do you know what Lolly is?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an anime character that looks like they're younger, but they're not.
Yes. There were many
It's
of
sad
them.
I know that because of what we cover.
Yes. I figured you did, but for everyone at home who doesn't know.
And ladies, I found that out from doing research on White Bowser. Okay,
Yep.
that's the only time I've ever heard the lolly thing. I hate people.
Yes. And it's also horses. Engaging in the acts of stuff. With maybe and or said lolly characters, and Vaush fantasizes about being a horse and engaging in said acts with lolly characters. The last part he hasn't said out loud, but he has verifiably said he fantasizes about being a horse and having a horse's thing.
Mikey,
Yeah.
short idea. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
While you're saying that, can you play the what is it? The 16-bit version of Goodbye Horses? Thank you.
And having his girlfriend draw the exact same childish anime character, with eyes rolled into the back of her head, mouth open, blushing. In his folder is a character that is 12 years old, as well as other young depictions of girls sucking horse wieners. Vaush wants to be a horse, by the way.
I'll make it clear. You can write this down. I want to fuck a woman as a horse. None of this is a secret. To be clear, many jokes have been made about this, but I stand by it. My moral principles are rock solid.
Moral principles are rock
Hey,
solid.
remember the last time we talked about horse, stuff? That was with that crazy woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, maybe these two need to get together.
Mm-hmm.
My feet are firmly planted in the ground.
Since this has all been exposed, Vaush has been
And that was in the stream after he leaked his folder.
posting about Midna, the childish girl from Zelda, saying she's hot, asking people in Discord if they've ever abused a minor, and then saying hot when someone says they were a victim. This is a journey into the deepest, darkest corners of hypocrisy, dishonesty, and degeneracy. This is Vaush.
Why?
Guys, we are only 2 minutes into this video. How do you feel about Vaush, Corum?
He's like the Monopoly man if he was like a sexual deviant. Yeah, see, I want to be a horse and have sex with little girls.
Perfect.
Why do you want to be the horse, Vaush? Because then I'd have a giant dick. Okay, couldn't you
It's
have
small wiener, then.
a big dick the other way? Well, yeah, I could. I could have a big dick hypothetically in any variety of scenarios, but then it wouldn't really be a horse dick. Well, you could be a human with a horse dick, yes, but then I wouldn't have that powerful stallion energy using it.
Who saves that sort of thing to their desktop that they also stream with? That's a huge security risk, similar to how data brokers steal your information and sell it to spammers and scammers.
So yeah, Vaush is a horrible person. Horrible.
Vaush,
And what's worse is he doubles down on
he
it.
does it year after year.
If the offender is consuming child porn without paying for it, if you're not paying for child porn, if you're just getting it, there is no moral or legal argument against that. That doesn't also rope in you guys for the things that you have purchased. I would never make the argument that somebody who doesn't pay for child porn consumes in any way has committed an immoral act.
I would not.
Mikey,
Yeah.
so I've been on YouTube for like a long time,
Uh-huh.
and I got a fan bought this for me. Like he bought this champion thing because I told him I'm done doing Corn TV. It has all these things, and I like this. This is like this is like my crown achievement
Yeah.
because somebody gave this to me.
Right.
That's something that someone purchased,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
In his moral dilemma, well, because I didn't purchase this, I'm just as bad
No.
as.
So to clarify a little bit, he is talking about we purchase iPhones and blood diamonds and stuff like that because slaves are possibly used in that process, that we are just as bad as people filming and creating and distributing child sexuality photos.
It's kind of like oh, Israel, they're evil because they're not giving that land back to Palestine, but ignoring the fact that the Hamas has been doing all this horrible shit. Well, they started it. Like, bro, America did horrible stuff in World War II, but you know who else did a lot of bad stuff? The Germans.
Yep.
It's like righting all the wrongs that the Germans did because we did something worse.
Yep.
Which is a bad example because, like, which was worse?
Well, I mean, his example is bad. Like, how do you explain to somebody who has a bad take like that, you're wrong, other than saying, that is a stupid comparison. Like, the child porn should not be available, should not be a thing in no world. Like, nobody should be able to justify that.
Say that it is unethical for a person to purchase child pornography or purchase blood diamonds. We've all jerked it to Lolly at some point or another. We have at some point in our lives been going crazy on some hentai site, and we've been stroking as hard and fast as we can, and then after we nut, we go back, look over our history tab, and we go like, oh geez, oh boy, some of these girls looked pretty young. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
I can definitively say that I have never done that.
No, I haven't either. I get what he's saying. Like, I've seen some like kind of like, weird porn, but like it's not like weird.
Yeah.
Like it's underage or cartoon or something like that. It's more like, man, they just say some fucked up shit,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But that's like an extreme.
Yeah.
And then, like, not only is it extreme, he's like, and I'm not going to apologize for it.
Yeah. Doubles
it's
down.
It's like the Ralph Mail guy. You're like, yeah, I beat my wife because I'm a man.
I'm a man.
Debated Mr. Girl, who was banned for being openly attracted to 11-year-olds.
When I remember your review of Cuties, and my problem with Cuties is making those kids do the type of entertainment. I think it's wrong, whether it's legally right. I'm not the free
I think it's wrong too.
Yeah,
I think I said that in the review.
Why did you say the girls were attractive? And maybe I misunderstood. Okay.
No, because they were. But listen. During
the debate, Vaush said that the most popular strip club for men in America would probably be 14 to 17 years old.
In one strip club, the strippers are 25, 24, 23, 22, all the way down to infants. Which club is the most popular? Let's say men, straight men are going, and they're women.
Culturally, I don't think that we've done anything to appropriately discourage that kind of predatory behavior towards girls. So my guess is that it would be somewhere between 14 to 17.
He got away with this for years because Vaush would always say it was out of context, but the conversation would resurface when Vaush would leak his Lolly folder. Lolly is anime that focuses on younger.
I hate the fact they say it's out of context. It's out of context. How much of the stream do we have to show that you were in context saying that this is what you think? That kind of stuff drives me nuts.
This is the one thing I hate about like political like debaters, because they use that like, oh, you're putting it out of context. That's a big like, when somebody brings up something about somebody else, because 9 times out of 10 it is, but then you got that 1% like it isn't. Like me saying all that weird stuff just now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm blah blah blah, but me acting like him, that's out of context.
Yeah.
Because I was acting like him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you watch the stream, watch the entire video of this, you would understand that.
Yep.
But when you're watching, it's like still out of context. That's bullshit.
Yep.
Or young-looking girl characters that act sexual.
Stroking as hard and fast as we can, and then after we underlying issues.
It made people wonder if he was projecting. Suddenly screaming out of context was no longer a good excuse. And Ethan would destroy that narrative.
Why is the possession of child pornography immoral?
So I can't stand Ethan Klein. He's done some good stuff. He defended himself against oh my gosh, Hassan. Thank you. And now he goes after Vaush
Because it hurts people to make child pornography, yeah? Because you have to hurt children to make it. That's why it's immoral. It's not magically immoral. It's immoral because of the harm that is caused by it. So, do we not possess other things that
you sound like
hurt
someone who's
people
trying to
in their
rationalize
production?
child
Like,
abuse.
the argument that I was making essentially is that people are inconsistent in their moral outrage at commodities which hurt people when they're produced.
Okay.
So people will laugh off cocoa butter or chocolate or or cobalt or other.
Okay. His stance is he's comparing the iPhone or anything else that uses like child labor. Someone got hurt to make it.
Right.
But I can say the iPhone has done positives for people, maybe negatives because they're on the phone so much, but it has increased people's lifestyles. It's helped people more information, contact wise, other factors, production, all this other crap. It has positives. Does it outweigh the negative? Probably not. There is nothing positive about CP.
Correct.
None. Nothing. It was made to hurt people, for people that like seeing people get hurt. They get off on it. It's an unmoral and ethical, and there's nothing good about it. It's never been good. There's a reason why, like, even if there was no laws against it, people would still say that's fucked up because morally, like, it is.
Yep.
Kids don't know better. Kids are not meant to do that. You're taking the innocence away from that child.
Mm-hmm.
So you're ruining that life. And on top of that, if that life is not completely ruined altogether, them being shown that you're showing that it's okay for their lives to be hurt. Now, the slave thing to get the stuff for the batteries for these is horrible. And Apple should be accounted for it.
Yep.
People should be accounted for it. It's not right. But it's in a situation where you have to have a phone in today's society. You have to be online. You have to do certain things. So that evilness, as evil as it is, still has some benefits of it not being evil. The CP thing has no benefits whatsoever other than to get people with this. I had a haircut just like this kind of before. I don't anymore because I didn't want to look like a douche nut. And he's like the worst looking, like, I don't know what his political views are. I don't know if he's right wing or left wing. He's probably left. Because, he has the beard and the long hair and the glasses. He likes anime. Yeah, he has to be left.
That's awesome. It's pretty sad that you can just look in somebody's background and be like, yeah, probably left.
Like, there's nothing manly about him.
Yeah.
If you ever got if you ever got into an altercation, it would be yelling and then running away.
I believe so.
We tend to get through a really, really unethical system, but then they're really, really quick to denounce child porn.
This man says you eat chocolate and you dare to care about child pornography. That's what his point is, right? Those things can be produced ethically.
Mm-hmm.
Child pornography cannot.
Yeah, the huge difference is one product is a phone where the abuse is taking place somewhere in the raw materials phase. The other one is grown men getting off to pictures of abuse. If you take out...
Thank you, Willie Mac. 100% agree with you. Let's see, there was something else.
It's more ethical than others, right? Not all consumerism is equal, right? It's not all equally
doubles down.
I would argue that in the sense as to its outcomes, yes, obviously there are some forms of consumption that are less ethical than others. But in terms of what it means for an individual's like ethical state, I would not argue there's a difference. I would not argue that there is anything wrong. And I see somebody disbelief in super chats. I would not say that it is unethical for a person to purchase child pornography or purchase blood diamonds, because I don't see a major difference between that and, again, buying a computer with silicon that was mined up by literal child slaves.
This is the supposed context everyone thinks is missing.
Here's another thing. Okay. This is like the dilemma for like Zoomers. Because we're millennials, whatever.
Right.
But the Zoomer, like, the feeling that things have to be right. Like, you're on the right side of the argument.
Right.
Let's go down the rabbit hole of how the world works. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why America is so popular and so powerful is because we beat everyone. We won.
Yep.
Won wars. Therefore, Elon Musk said it best. After we dropped the nuke, we could have had any country we wanted. You know that, right? We could have taken over the world. Why? Because no one else had a nuke.
Right.
We could have done that. But in history, America did something that no one else did. We helped everybody. We helped rebuild Japan. We helped rebuild Germany. All this stuff. We didn't take over. Right?
Right.
Before that, fucking England took over everybody. Yep. That's why a lot of places speak English. Because of that. They did bad things. Sure, you could say that it was bad, but that's how the world worked.
Yep.
You conquer, you build. The reason why England's there is because the Romans took over that area and made Britain. Then Britain became its own thing, got cut off, and then they started their own, stuff. Like all these empires, they happen. War, conquering, all that stuff. Even before we were here in America, all these tribes did the same fucking thing. That's how the world works. That's how civilization works. If there's battle, you win. What do you win? You conquer their area.
Right.
In the animal kingdom, same thing. A lion's pride goes against another pride. Guess what? All the male lions die in the pride that lost, and all the women go to that pride.
Right.
So it becomes like there's a win. You're getting something out of it. Right? And it's morally, I wish nobody would go to war. Nobody really likes war other than war people. But the outcomes are because of something, right? A disagreement or something of that nature. So, and I don't understand how the Zoomers, because we've been in peacetime. Like, I'm talking about America mostly has been peacetime.
Yeah.
And because of that, everyone got so soft. So everyone was like, well, that's not right. That's not right. Bullying's bad. Bullying is it's a source to right social wrongs sometimes. If someone's smelly and they get bullied for it, guess what? They're not going to be smelly anymore because they don't want to be bullied.
Right.
There's an outcome to that situation. But if you're like, it's okay to be smelly, that person will never learn and what have you. And then you have the internet, so, with the sexual deviance of underage kids. You have all these people that like underage kid stuff, and they conquer together, and nobody's saying it's wrong to them to put them on blast. Because it's in their little secret, meetings.
Yep.
So it grows and grows. And then they're like, well, what, why is my sexual preference different than that gay guy? Because it's with fucking kids. Yep. But they've been in this whole little area where it's like, oh, fine. I don't understand how people think one thing's like another thing when it's not like that at all. The Zoomers, once they get into the power, which will happen in 10 years, fuck, man, it's going to be a reality check or fucking things are going to go real bad. Because half the world doesn't believe in, this is morally right or not right. It's, hey, we're going to survive. It's like the pollution thing. Pollution is horrible in India. Yeah, a lot of people are poor in India. You have a kid. What would you rather do? Oh, I'm going to recycle, or my kids are going to need to eat. You're going to pick your kids eating.
Yep.
Fuck the world.
Yep.
But people can't think of this because they have everything spoon-fed to them.
Yep.
Agreed.
Critical thinking's hard. Yep.
Don't know where the diamonds come from. People don't know where the cobalt come from. People don't know where the chocolate comes from in most cases.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, there is ethical versions you can buy. But
the average person
CP
is not going to know.
suffering and exploitation. That's what it is. That's what you're buying.
And Vaush still has a phone, a computer, he drinks coffee. If it's all the same to him, does that mean he has actual CP somewhere next to his tax folder?
Yes, he does.
Pedophiles, right, who buy child pornography. Would you say they should not be held responsible for doing that?
Yes.
Really? Even though they're directly supporting child rape?
Yeah, I think it's hypocritical. If I because I bought my computer and the silicon in it was farmed in Africa by slaves. If I can do that and that's legal and no one's going to call me out in my shit, then yeah, I have to be consistent in that respect.
So he owns CP. Cool. Boy, you really showed us with that superior moral consistency. Vaush's response to all of this was to say it's all out of context.
So that was before, and then this is the stream he did right after he got caught in the stream with the folder.
Those of you who don't know, Ethan Klein and his friends over in the H3 pod dedicated about 2 hours of the podcast to doing like the platonic ideal of a bad faith Vaush is a takedown, including like everything, like 5 years ago, like stuff that's been addressed so long that I mean I didn't see it. I saw people in my Discord talk about it. I didn't want to watch it myself, partly because it would just make me upset.
Yes, you heard that right.
You see how sweaty he is? So H3, they saw this, Ethan saw this, and they commented about it. They had a whole stream dedicated to it, and they talked about it and called him out, talked about all the stuff that we've seen so far. None of it was bad faith. It was all straight up exactly what he said, exactly what they saw. People, by this point, by the point of H3H3 doing that podcast, people had already found the images, found that 2 of the images were done by a known lolly artist who has previously, all of his work previous has been of lollies. That's 2 of the images. The other images, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory what it is. The only 2 images you talk about are the 2 images that were done by a lolly, and he has dumb BS reasons of why they don't count.
Vaush is making the argument Ethan took him out of context, but he didn't even watch the stream.
Why is it a recurring thing that you get accused of? Well, for the most part, I think it's just because people hate me. I got the impression I got a really bad rap, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that I've said looks pretty bad without context, but the frustration is that I am very presently defending all of it, or adding context, or, you know, correcting deliberate dishonesty.
What do Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, Hassan, and Vaush all have in common? When facing legitimate criticism, they will never engage with specific points. They'll just always vaguely say that you're lying, hoping their audience blindly believes them.
This is one of those situations where you have to appreciate the fact that I must be pretty great for people to have to lie that much and that aggressively to try to take me down.
Making up lies to
lie that much and that aggressively. I mean, nobody has to say anything. They literally can say, Vaush bad, play all of your clips in sequence, and then show what you just showed to everybody. That's literally it. A normal person would think you like this stuff, and you think it's okay. He is a horrible person.
To discredit Ethan.
I think at some point he was like, as if I would ever be friends with this, which is really disingenuous because the last time we talked on Twitter DMs, he was really friendly to me. Ethan said that I had like a folder full of CP or something. What the
Where did Ethan say this? I don't remember him saying that. I can't find it in the transcripts, but I guess he did because Vaush said so. Vaush's defense for the lolly in his folder is absurd.
I was going to open up an image with right-click, open a new window, but instead I did right-click, save as, and it opened a folder called To Be Sorted. The To Be Sorted folder, which is where I put images that have yet to be sorted, and in case the name didn't indicate that, was the place that it went to because the file type of the image, which was like, I don't know, JPEG or something. I don't know.
He's making this sound so complicated when all people want to know is why you have a folder full of lolly.
The last image that I saved to the to be.
That's like me going up to you and saying, okay, this is how you save an image. Well, first you need to take the cursor, move it around to the left a little bit, highlight the icon that you want, use the button that is on the right side of your mouse, click it once, not twice, because twice would make it do something else, but you click it once and then you find that, like, why does he not just say, I was trying to save a photo, this is what's there? Because it's CP.
Sorted folder was an image of Marcel from Dungeon Meshi being roasted by Gordon Ramsay while cooking a mandrake.
To be clear, it's all porn, with 3 more folders that contain more porn.
Hold on. Let me show you the architect of my pain. There we go.
Yep. That's it. That's all that was there.
It's a good anime,
That's
guys.
it.
And a good manga. Anyway, I saved that there.
This picture isn't even one of the leaked images. He's lying entirely.
Yep.
What I saw was little anime children getting plowed by giant horses. He thinks he's defending himself, but he's not.
Non-pornographic canon images of Rauru from The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is funny because there are far more pornographic images of Rauru in there than there are non-pornographic images. But honestly, Rauru just looks so good that even non-pornographic images feel graphic to me. Yeah, and
it says a lot of words.
Graphic character design.
It's a goat. Eventually, Vaush's chat would pressure him into addressing the lolly.
Of the images that showed, 2 of them were from the same artist. 2 of them, those from that artist turned out to be a lolicon. One of the 2 images...
He's making it sound like there's only 2 pieces of lolly. No, there's tons. There's only 2 from that artist.
I can't show to defend myself, nor would I encourage you to go look it up because this is a lolicon artist, so I don't want to direct you to that, you know? But one of the 2
don't want to direct you to that, but I will show it on stream accidentally and have it on my computer.
It's under a fucking folder. It's just XXX videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's no porn. No porn.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Images from this lolicon artist, okay? To be clear, one of them flatly did not look like lolicon. I'm sorry, you can say it's defensive. I think that's bullshit. I literally went back and looked. The chick is like 6 heads tall.
It's a sexualized version of this VTuber's avatar, made by a famous lolly artist who Vaush has declared not lolly.
No, that doesn't look like a lolly at all. That looks like an of-age woman.
Because of her height. The other pictures in Vaush's folder are also way creepier.
The other one is like a threesome with 2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at it, knowing now that that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, that's how you know it's real bad.
When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the way like goblins get drawn in porn.
The fuck? He says that like his community.
Yes, you heard that right.
You know, Mikey, because they're drawn a certain way in porn. Because when I got to get my rocks off, I type in goblin.
Oh, when I first heard that, all I could think of was Cyrax. Yes, pictures of Cyrax.
You're your cootie.
Oh no.
Community can relate. It also doesn't explain the 20 worst photos on his hard drive.
Was intended to be a lolly drawing. So like that's how it is, right? It's a drawing, you get it without context. I know that when I saved them because both the drawings have like a meaty dick in it and I'm a huge size queen.
Ah, see, he didn't save it because of the little girls. He saved it because of the massive cock on their face. Vaush is innocent.
Here's no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
I'm sorry. Wooly Mac, you do the best, like, little transitions. It cracks me up every time. Yeah, but Vaush is horrible.
I was really confused about the amount of horses in Vaush's folder. They're all plowing little girls, but I didn't realize it was because Vaush wanted to be the horse.
I want to f a woman as a horse.
So you want to be the horse banging the little girl. We should have known there was something weird going on when Vaush replaced the Sistine Chapel painting with himself and a horse for his Twitter.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Look at his name.
Yeah.
There's a Palestine flag.
Yep.
I was right.
Yeah. Yeah, you were 100% right. Yeah.
Can you drink bleach?
Don't drink bleach, please.
Sure,
Don't.
No, drink
he has
bleach.
loads of messages over the years.
I mean, audience at home, do not drink bleach.
No.
Okay,
no.
I'm just.
I'm talking about anyone that thinks like, horse cocktail.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Drink bleach. Like, what do you do in the world that's worth it? Like this Vaush guy, he has, feet on the ground, fucking hard, real facts about what? What the fuck does he do? Does he talk about fucking political things? Guess what? If you do that, it doesn't mean shit because you're not doing anything. You're just talking about it. You're not being proactive. You're not doing this other crap. You're literally talking shit about stuff, and then you go on and do it. You have a computer, you have the iPhone, doing all this stuff, but then you preach about all these slaves in Africa doing that and child labor and all that crap. Then you find out, oh my God, Mikey, do you realize that half the people that are online are fucking sickos? Oh no, we've known this forever. Like everyone's a fucking sicko. The reason why you and me, Mikey, that we don't really do this shit. We do this fun stuff. We're not getting paid for it.
Nope.
Like this is a hobby. But fucking pointing out jackass people like this need to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Because the veil of does everyone know that in Hollywood most of the people there are fucking sycophants? Like they're bad people. Like it's politicians, same thing. Like you can't really do anything about it, but you can call it out. Mm-hmm. And people like this, I don't even know who Vaush was. He sounds like I said, like something you put up a vagina, maybe. But now I'm thinking maybe it's just a horse thing. Like, man, and all this drama from once again someone that like I said, if I don't believe like Destiny, for example, I don't agree with anything that they think because they're fucking they swallowed too much of that that fucking left wing stuff because they have that Zoomer mentality that everything has to be morally great and all that stuff. And religion is bad because it says gay people are going to hell, or like this moral thing that everyone should be treated right and fair, which but it's not going to happen because that's not how the world works.
Right.
But I don't hate Destiny. I understand why he's thinking that way. And, we made fun of him because he's a cock, but
yeah.
then you have like Hassan, right? Oh, everything should be socialist, and people fucking clap and fucking suck his dick in the comments on that video we made and fucking on his own shit, and not realizing that the guy has fucking he rode horses because he was fucking rich. Like the guy literally is the poster child of what the benefits are for capitalism because his dad made a lot of money. He wasn't middle class, he's high class. When you have a polo suit as a kid, you have money. And you saying, I made my own stuff. No, you didn't. You had a pool and you're a semi-attractive Turkish guy that's 6'5". But Vaush, this guy probably doesn't have that much money. He was probably middle class to upper class. He has his viewpoints. Everyone's clapping, sucking his, his value dick. But secretively, he loves horsecock. Like these are your heroes. Your heroes for your left wing righteousness, and you'll ignore all the bad shit because don't get me wrong. We talked about Ralph recently, and he's right wing. That guy is a piece of fucking shit. Does that make me hate the left or side with the left now? Because no, like they're both bad.
Call out the bad people.
Yes, and that's why if anybody goes on these on this video to say, oh, you know what, you guys are just assholes, blah blah blah. Okay, suck the guy's dick, whatever you guys want to do. That's your opinion. You can do whatever. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You guys are ignoring the fact that the person that is puking out your fucking rainbow fucking ideological fucking standpoint on certain crap. They dream to be a horse with a horse cock. And they think CP is okay because you have an iPhone. That is like Cyrex like logic.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not a pedophile because I'm not going out and doing it. I'm just sending a dick to what I thought was a 14-year-old girl. Am I wrong?
No, you're very right. I hadn't put those two together yet, but yeah. Wow, that's bad.
Here's about horse cock.
People, and this is one of those it's one of those everyone shirks now, but if a human had a horse penis, just somehow, whatever, people would be lining up to fuck them. So I feel like it would actually kind of fucking rock, because maybe only 1% of people can take you, but those people will live to take you. They'll travel across the world. Chicks will buy you dinner. They'll fucking sit on your side of the booth so they can have their hand on your fucking 12-inch flaccid dick.
Now, a grown man fantasizing about wanting to be a horse is sad, but what's even sadder is his defense against Ethan. He reverts to crying, acting like they were longtime friends.
Let this be a sterling example of how right I was to be incredibly disposed against reaching out to people or making friends or engaging with others, because damn, dude, of all of the people who I thought I was solid with, Ethan Klein was pretty far up there. This is out of the blue for me.
Bullshit.
Well, Mikey, would you be willing to go out there and make friends with very popular people? And wouldn't you be upset if you found out, once you just said that you want to have a horse dick, and you fantasize about having that horse dick with that stallion power, people are going to look at you funny. Oh, not to mention the CP. How dare they turn their backs on my horse dick?
Hey.
These are real fucking people, Mikey.
No.
This isn't fake
I know.
We live in a world where this shit, if it was on a movie, people would be like, dude, it's kind of not realistic.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, 10 years ago, did you think that we would get to this point where we have to point out people and say, this is wrong?
We just recently did a Chris Chan video, right? That was in 2006, 2008.
Yeah.
Around that area. The reason why that was so unique is because we're seeing that underpeel of certain people are their weird fetishes and their beliefs that aren't politically correct, right? Nobody wants to talk about China and I want a boyfriend-free girl. Gay people should be, vaccinized to be straight again. People didn't say that stuff because morally they know that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But now, because everyone, let's celebrate people's differences. I'm asexual. I'm a banana. I am a two-toned spirited wolf that is asexual, and my pronouns are zim zim. Fuck the world is so dumb. And the dumb thing is, half the people, they just made the shit up and people just said, so they just go with it. But then you have other people that are trying to be polite saying, because it all started, the whole gay thing, right?
Right.
And I think it was our generation that was like, you're gay, whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
Even the army was like, don't ask, don't tell. Right. You can be gay, just don't say anything. And they're like, why not? Because fucking people don't go up to people and say, hey, I fuck women and I love fucking them in the ass.
Can't you tell by how I look?
Can't you tell I look that's like a guy going up to a service thing. Okay, what's your name? Oh, my name's Mark. Okay. Do you do anything specific in the bedroom? Oh, well, I kind of like eating women's vaginas. Oh, okay, let's write that down. He likes eating that thing. We're going to celebrate you for that because a lot of men don't like doing that. Oh, thank you. Do I get a medal? Yeah, you get a Medal of Honor for that. It's things of that nature. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, that's nothing to do with it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a sexual preference, right?
Yep.
And do I go to a parade for things? No. No, you don't get a parade for that. Why? Because no one should fucking know.
Right.
No one. Like, I don't get it. And everyone has to top each other.
Yep.
And from 2015, I want to say around 14 to like, it really amped up in 17 and 18, right? Right before COVID. It got real up in there.
Yep.
And to the point where before Trump was taken out of office and all this stuff, I remember I was talking to my friends about this because I kept hearing the big debates were going to be trans rights. And I brought that up, like I brought up all the weird shit that was going on. And I'm like, and you know what? The weird thing is in a couple of years, it's going to be a whole trans right things. And it's going to be fucking nuked into everything. All your favorite characters. Hey, they're not only going to be gay, they're pansexual. And now that person's a dude that used to be a woman. And they're going to fucking put that to your kids. And anything, like I said, with kids is fucked up because even it happened to us. Like the Dare stuff. They tried doing it with Dare. It didn't work. But like you're trying to brainwash them. And I didn't want to see that. And my friends were like, you're out of your mind. That's never going to happen. And sure enough, fucking 2001 or 2021, I went back to my friend's house. I'm like, huh? Fucking told you. And they're like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, do you think I was making it up? Like, because the internet, the scum areas of the internet, you find out. Because like that's how, like, I'll say this right now. In a couple of years, they're gonna try to do that map shit. I'm telling you right now. And once that happens, I swear to God, bullets are gonna be flying because that is one group of people that deserve to die. That and anybody that like does shit with animals, you guys deserve to die. You deserve to. Yes, in Minecraft and any other server that you live on.
Yep.
You deserve to be eliminated from the fucking server.
Spawn pool.
Yeah.
Not to respawn.
Yeah, no more respawns. You get DOSed out of there. Like if that moral line is crossed, like I don't care if you left or right, you got to know that's wrong. You got to know that's wrong. I've heard people that are on the left that know that's wrong. Mm-hmm. They're like, that's not going to ever happen. I'm like, it's going to happen, dude. You guys are pushing it. You guys are pushing already. Like the whole, like, oh, you're a kid. Oh, I don't feel like a man anymore. I feel like a woman. Well, let's cut off that dick and let's put you on puberty blockers.
Just to clarify, it's not the entire left.
No, it's not.
It is the progressives that are pushing this. It's progression for progression's sake, not progression in a good way. I agree with progression as in to help people and to do better in society. But whenever you just push to push, and usually it's determined by whatever's popular at the time, whatever marginalized group you can lift up on your shoulders and say, these people are special, so they'll vote for me.
But the thing is, like, it's so dumb. Like, how does, like, example, how does the black community not realize that the fucking Democratic, the Democratic Party uses them every fucking 4 years, like hardcore, to the point where it's like, how do you guys not notice? Like, because when I was in high school, they taught about the turn, that switch.
Uh-huh.
That switch never fucking happened. Because it never changed any policies. No, like, it never changed anything.
Yep.
It just got smarter. And like, maybe my eyes were like, because like I said, when I was like younger, I was very left. And, like I understand like pushing certain things. And I'm not saying like trans people should be exterminated. If you're trans, that's your life. Do what makes you feel good. But if you're underage, you gotta fucking realize that you're not in the right mindset yet. You don't fully develop, and you're not yourself until you're 25. At least fully. Like, you're still a kid. You're still learning shit. So when you have garbage being thrown at you 24/7, it could be like what the Republicans did with fucking Iraq and Iran, like and 9/11, all that stuff, patriotism. Fucking our generation was so patriotic. Fuck them, people in the Middle East, America, fuck you. And even like the Dixie Chicks are like, well, George Bush is an idiot. And everyone's like, fuck you, nah! But everyone knew he was really an idiot. He was. Was it his fault? No, it was Dick Cheney. But like it was, we bought into that because America, baby, we just got attacked.
Right.
And now it's like, how dare you not? That person is being ridiculed, and because you and me are white, and cisgender, which I hate that fucking phrase. I'm a male. I'm a straight male. That's what it is.
Yep.
But you put all these things like you have privilege, so therefore you should bring up these people. It's not my place to talk about things that don't involve me. It is my place when it starts involving other people that are in my in my space. Let's say, for example, everyone here knows a woman.
Yep.
And like you hear other women say, "Oh, trans women are women." Are they saying that for real? Are they saying that just to keep their points up? Because feminists keep saying men and women are the same thing. But, when that draft happens, let's see. I'm just, people like this piss me off because they're the ones that are pushing a narrative that they're getting the brownie points from everyone saying everyone should be nice. Yay.
Yep.
That 12-year-old boy wants to be a girl, chop off that dick. Chop off that dick. They have to, because if they go through puberty, that's going to be worse than death. Is it? Because all the people that have done it early and now they're a certain age, they're like, oh my God, what did I do?
Yep.
No one has said that has gotten that surgery. Like, I'm pretty sure no one has come out and said, yes, this was the best thing ever. I can't have an orgasm anymore. No pleasure whatsoever. And I have a weird thing in my thigh.
So there are people who have had the surgery and been like, I'm fine for now, but there's always like, where do you draw the line? Like, is it
4 years of
27, 28, 50?
Maybe 10 years of doing that, what is it called? Doxing? Docking is called. Every day. Maybe that's going to be when, or when they get the second infection in their fake parts. Or when they realize that people aren't going to say they are women because you're a trans woman. We'll give you trans woman, but we're not going to give you woman. You can't get woman. Kind of like I can never be a woman. I can't. I was born a man. I am
correct.
If you find me in the streets, you guys don't realize this. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2". I have muscles. I'm like fucking but I'm a fucking big guy. I'm not your default setting of like the bodies you could pick. I'm the burly one, the tank, So I could never do that. But because society is like, oh, you could be as beautiful as you want to be, just blah blah blah. I could wear a wig and say, you should respect my pronouns. That's not how it works. You don't just get shit you want. You have to earn it. And that's another thing the Zoomers do. Oh, why can't I buy this shit? Because you got to fucking work for it.
Yep.
Jeez. Fuck Vaush and his horse dick.
Agreed.
So
Or
maybe it's an
thereof.
autism thing. Maybe I can't read the signs. I don't know. You make a friend, but it turns out there's almost always more clout to be found than performatively tearing you down.
Maybe Ethan should look into how much Vaush took his side in the whole Hassan thing. I don't give a about that.
Who cares?
Dude, what? And even if like that's true, let's say I'm grateful that he defended me against Hassan, then I'm like, yo, just because this guy is a kind of like defending child pornography, he was nice to me that one time, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it slide.
He said it's very disheartening. I thought I had something of a friend in Ethan. That's a new message.
Based on what?
Vaush's other argument for why Ethan shouldn't criticize him is that it's an election year.
The main thing I'm concerned with
this
is frankly, there's just a lot of people in Ethan's audience who I think have the wrong idea about me, and I think that some of them might be pulled over. You know, not all. The well's been pretty poisoned, but some of them. And I think it's important to do that, not only because it's beneficial to me from an obvious career perspective, no denying that, but also because it's an election year, you know, all hands on deck. It is going to get bad.
Yeah, Joe Biden's going to lose the...
It's going to get bad. If I don't talk about my left stuff and everybody thinks I have CP on my computer, they won't listen to me.
Look, don't attack me because I'm pro Biden and you don't want that dirty Trump guy. Ignore the horse stick in the background and the CP. Biden isn't an old man. He is rugged enough to give us everything he's given us for this last 4 years. Crippling economy.
The election this year because of Vaush's porn folder. That's why we can't talk about it. H3 would do another live stream addressing every criticism from Vaush and bring the mounted receipts to back him up. You'd think...
Stop it. They used an anamorph fucking thing on him with a horse. That, my God.
I want to find it. There.
Yeah. Bruh. Whoever fucking did that. H3, I know I'm not the biggest fan of him. I think he's changed, but maybe his eyes are being opened to a certain amount of people and their viewpoints and how, wow, that's who you're agreeing with. Wow, just Animorphs was such a shit fucking like book series, but the covers were awesome.
Yeah.
The animal guy though. Wow. That's 4D chess right there, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
it's
great.
Real good.
From Vaush and bring the mountain receipts to back him up. You'd think Vaush would at the least admit that his CP argument was stupid, but no, he can't admit he's wrong about anything. Vaush's response was to say that Ethan's lying, but never showed how he lied.
Caught bits of the stream today, and blood was waffling. You know, this is one of those situations where you have to appreciate the fact that I must be pretty great for people to have to lie that much and that aggressively to try to take me down. You know, I must be pretty cool, actually. Not everyone will agree, of course, but that's why you have to take some time.
Because he sucks.
The whole point of a character assassination is to construct an environment in which any accusations can't really be defended against, right? It wouldn't be much of a character assassination if you could undo it by...
Vaush screaming bad faith is just him begging his audience to dismiss Ethan. Vaush's final defense was to claim that Ethan's making Nazi arguments.
All I know is that it's either
always good to fall
nonsense or fully encapsulated by stuff that we've been debunking for literal years in this channel. There's functionally no difference, at least not, you know, morally or experientially, between this and any other time Nazis have gotten rowdy about me. You know, it's just people in chat, I think, are acting differently because some of you guys like or liked Ethan.
Nazis attacked him, sir.
Mikey.
Yes.
Do you think, you know, the guy that recently has been very supportive of Israel and his wife being from there is a Nazi? This is another thing that gets thrown around like it's fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And that's like, we used to know, you know, the difference between I'm sorry. It's so dumb.
We used to know the difference between this and be able to say, hey, this is an actual Nazi. This is somebody that said something that hurt my feelings.
The reason why people use Nazis, right, Mikey, is because they did the worst thing.
Yep.
In the times before, Romans did some fucked up shit, right?
Yeah.
Same with the Russians, impaling people's heads, all that stuff. The torture devices that the medieval times did, all this fucked up shit, but it wasn't in the 1900s. you know what was? Nazis.
Yep.
And their rhetoric was so blatantly like fucked up. And people have brought this up too. Worse things have happened, like in the 1900s in Africa, but no one talks about it because like it wasn't on that world scale. But they will never talk about it because it's not this. You won't get the same stigma of that in Nazis.
Yep.
Because in the 1940? That's when the war was.
I think so.
Like the Nazis, they were the bad guys. Other than the fact that we went to war to go against Japan, the Nazis, they were bad because morally they were doing the bad, horrible shit.
Yep.
And maybe the only reason why like Japan isn't on that same level is because the outcome of what happened. It's like maybe okay, they got their punishment. Like if Germany got hit with a nuke, I don't think a lot of people would say the Nazis are like the major bad guy. They would probably say the USSR or something. I don't know.
Which is fine, and I understand that. That being said, you can't harsh my vibe, guys. You know, it burns a lot of calories sitting here being right all the time.
This guy wants to fuck his lizard, and one of the geckos will run down and jump off my dick. Like they're giving me a full body hand job. I put a gecko on my dick for a picture once, and it licked it. And then in the same conversation he says, yeah, consent is irrelevant for animals. Even pets get no say in being locked up, taken away, fixed, or euthanized. I don't think bestiality should be a crime. He's raping his pets. The droopiness of his cat's butthole has me worried. The Nazis.
I'm sorry, that was funny. Not what Vaush typed, but Willie Mack cracks me up.
No, but once again, he hit another nail on the, deserve to die in Minecraft. Like, bro, what did that animal do?
Yep.
There's a difference between fixing it and fucking it.
Yep. He's a horrible person. Has horrible thoughts, horrible takes.
These are winning this one, dude. A broken clock is right twice a day. His chat would beg him to engage. Vaush says no.
Vaush, this shit just annoys me because it could be literally disproven by taking 10 minutes out of your day to... Yes, that's what lies are. This isn't a product of poor research. It's just, it's lying. I think me and chat just really want this to be something that could be resolved if someone just sat Ethan down and showed the facts. No.
Wow, for something that's so easy to do.
No, I can't show him that folder. It has all of my stuff in it. Literally, all he has to do is show us, but he can't. Because it would prove that everything said is correct.
He sure won't do it. He then starts timing people out for talking about it.
You know, you all need to get it out of your
This is
system
good.
now,
This is
because
good.
I will be muting you people for continuing to drama farm in chat when we're playing
Drama farm.
Valheim. This one is a bigger... all right. Okay, you're right. No amount of speeches will dispel you guys from wanting to whine. Mutes it is. Benjamin, if you do that again, you too.
The title of the stream is Post H3 Podcast After Party, but he won't engage with a single point. It's the title of your show. But even weirder are the people defending him.
Need you and
So, before we get into this is the last thing we're gonna hit on. Video's almost over, obviously. Have you ever heard of Keffels?
No.
Horrible person. You're gonna learn about them. And have you heard about what's his name?
You've always been in my life.
This looks terrible.
Tipster.
Ethan.
Have you heard of Tipster?
No.
Okay. That's good. They both suck.
Oh.
You need a nickname for it. If the jacket fits, you must not acquit. Ethan, I don't know if you realize how optically bad what you just said looks. This looks terrible, Ethan. You are talking to a community of people, the LGBTQ community, which are very regularly accused of being pedophiles and groomers constantly being accused of these things. And you're going to ask them the question, how often are you being accused of being a that you need a nickname for it.
This guy got in trouble.
Remember that thing you were talking about earlier? It's here. It's here.
Trouble for Lolly. Can you tell?
It's a very contentious topic, to say the least. And I think the thing that I hate the most about this topic is it's almost 1 year to the day that I had a fight with the YouTube commentary people revolving around a similar topic.
I literally have Ethan's phone number. He gave it to me. I'll try to call him later. Do not f***ing call me. I don't remember giving you my phone number. I don't remember talking to you.
That's Keffels. She's a horrible person too. So Tipster got in trouble for Lolly himself, and he licks the boots of Keffels. So he's super pro LGBTQ everything. Keffels, I know enough about her that she is completely divorced of any reason and will go 100% left all the time.
You on the phone, but do not f***ing call me, please.
Do you want to know the context of that?
What's the context?
It was back when Twitter circles was still a thing. And I was suicidal. It was before I went to rehab. And he saw a Twitter circle where I was talking about how I wanted to just fucking end it. And he reached out and gave me his phone number.
Okay, because he did something nice to help you in your time of need.
Yeah, Mike, yeah, we're, the logic of fucking, it's the actions of your fucking life that fucking dictate you. Cool, you used to be an addict or your depression, and I was going to full kill myself, but I went to rehab. I'm good now. But he said this shit when I was in rehab, and now he's taking it away. What an asshole. Oh, wait. Did I just say I want to blow my brains out? Fuck, dude. Everyone just wants fucking attention. You fucking dick fuckers.
Context was.
Damn.
Piece of shit. It's like really f***ed up with the context that I have his phone number because I was planning to kill myself. And now it's just like a big joke laughing at me.
Crazy. So again, what did Ethan take out of context in relation to Vaush?
Refuses to talk about the point at hand.
You know what? Ethan Klein gave me a phone number when I won't blow my brains out. And that's why he's an asshole. Wait, what's the topic about horse penis? Yeah, but Ethan, fuck you. I want to blow my brains out.
They don't have anything, so they start taking Ethan out of context.
He says, I watch Lolly, and people who watch Lolly want to fuck kids. Therefore, I want to fuck kids. Like, it's like a clean equation. I will happily dab up with the Nazis. You gotta get a life.
Think about horse cock.
Tacoma's weeping right now, bro.
Wow, you're bringing up the horse DMs from 2018. Really? Really? You want to play that game? All right.
I don't think Felix is a racist person. He really kind of just was really comfortable using that word.
Play that game.
It's a wonderful.
Wow, Ethan, what the fuck? Dude, you should get a life. Why are you saying the N-word and the F slur? That's not okay. You're not black. You're not gay. Wow, you homophobic racist? Dude, what's wrong with you? That's so fucked up. You two can play that game.
Jalen, Vaush is doing this stuff today. It's still on his computer. Jalen has loads of tweets saying Lolly is bad, but not when Vaush does it for some reason. And I'm still waiting. What was taken out of context by Ethan? Nobody has an example. It also just doesn't look good that these people have tons of skeletons in their closet. Jalen is friends with someone who has inappropriately messaged minors.
But did the Natty Forceps individual ask the child for nudes on Snapchat? Even if you say joke, whatever, did that happen?
Yes.
Tipster is like Lolly in the past, and Keffels ran a Catboy Ranch Discord that had alleged grooming in it.
That's what she did. That I knew it was something. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Admitted she was in the Discord and ran a Twitter account of the same name. I'm not saying these people are guilty of anything, but I am saying it's a shame this is Vaush's defense team. Not to mention the hypocrisy of them calling Kima Pito in 2022 over and over again for dating someone who is of age is palpable.
I love hentai.
Okay, that's that's pretty much it. Vaush is a horrible person, and anybody who is defending him in this and trying to throw everybody off is horrible as well. Most of them have skeletons in their closet.
When we're doing our final remarks, can I play a video in the background?
Yeah, sure.
Hey everybody!
Okay,
I'm
so,
here today
anyway.
to show
So
you
my thoughts on this whole,
how
like,
to tie
ordeal.
a slip knot.
Um,
So the process is really simple, and I will walk you through it.
Speed that up a little bit.
The first thing that you are going to do is you are going to take the end of the rope
Is-
and you are going to wrap it around your two fingers. So as you can see,
You have viewpoints that are very, hurtful to people, and like, I don't want anyone to hurt you. I don't. But maybe, you guys could learn a thing or two, like let's say tying knots.
Yeah.
As like, something that you could do in your off time. It's something like, like this one. This is a knot that I actually want you guys to like tie. It's a, I forgot what the name. It's like slip knot or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But learning this type of knot would go great for a viral video before you end your YouTube career on Minecraft. But the thing is, when you guys, the thing that irked me the most, Mikey, like, yeah, the things he said was bad, but the thing that like got me the worst is kind of like when Cyrex was like saying all that bad shit to the like person he thought was 14-year-old.
Right.
Was when he started blaming them for what they did, right? And then saying, I'll get in trouble, and then I can't make videos for you.
Right.
When he's like, it's an election year.
Mm-hmm.
That you automatically lost your fucking debate.
Yep.
Because now you're saying, look, I'm wrong, but you can't get rid of me because then we get the fucking evil Trump guy.
Yep.
And he's going to say weird things on X. Like, I hate lying, but I hate misinformation more. And let's probably say that's why I have the viewpoints I do right now politically, because one is doing more misinformation than the other side.
Right.
But when a YouTuber, people like us, normal people, not people that went to journalism school or have a team backing them up that aren't politically motivated or all that shit.
Right.
You get a lot of power when you get popular on YouTube, right? And you notice when people get handlers and shit like that, everything's just down the line. It's nothing like bad because they know you have influence.
Yep.
But then you have the evil son of bitches that love hork stick and fucking anime girls, calling people Nazis. Instead of saying no, I don't support pedophilia.
Yep.
Those words have never came out of the guy's mouth.
Nope. Not that we saw.
But he says if you buy child porn, that's not bad. Mikey, it's not bad at all.
Yep.
So to that, I mean, like I said, picking up a skill, like tying, would probably be a more satisfying to the main audience like me, because you're doing something productive. You're making a noose.
Yeah.
To tie things.
For a boat.
I don't know what kind of boat you would use this for, but
I don't know.
Yeah. Look how easy it is, guys. That's all I got, Mikey.
Okay. I mean, I don't disagree with anything you said in this video. I completely
look
agree.
how easy it is.
I have hated Vaush from the moment that I heard about him from Destiny, and the more I see from him, the more despicable he is.
Look at that.
Disingenuous, nasty, bad faith, bad take, loser. that Vaush is.
Once again, you can loosen it just like that, and just keep it facing down. And with your two fingers, you're going to reach
replaying
that
it.
little loop that you created, and you're
I
going
want them to learn it.
I know.
pull it through the loop while holding the end, just like that.
And with that, go check out Banana Bear Show on YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe. Let us know how bad you hate Vaush. And what not he should learn. And we'll see you next video. Bye.
And I sort of held onto the end and the middle portion, just like
Learn or not, skits.
That is how you create. Sorry, that is how you tie a slip knot.